I must admit to getting a little annoyed when people talk about sports psychology, like it's something new, like it's somehow specialized. There is no real difference between everyday psychology for everyday people and everyday activities, and the kind of psychology that's applied to sports people, even high-profile sports people. Of course, I'm talking here about one particular sport, that being golf. Over the years, I've seen many players struggle with their inner game, their mental game. The ups, the downs, the pressures they feel, the distractions they experience on and off the golf course. And one discussion I've had in particular has been about calming the mind. And rather than just talk about it, I like to use visualizations as a tool. And one particular visualization that I use goes back 2,500 years, long before golf was invented, of course. The story is that a Buddhist monk was having a lot of trouble about what he saw was a lack of success in his strive to become what he wanted to become. His mind became a battleground where anger, jealousy, frustration and pride waged war on a daily basis in his attempt for inner peace. No matter how hard he tried, the emotions kept arising, like weeds in a well-tended garden. Seeking assistance, he approached the Buddha and explained his situation. The Buddha asked him to accompany him on a short walk until they came to a beautiful, crystal clear mountain pool. The Buddha asked him to lean forward and look directly into the pool and tell him what he saw. "I see myself, of course," said the monk, not really understanding the significance of what he was being asked to do. "Good," said the Buddha. "Now put your hand in the water and stir it as vigorously as you can." Immediately on doing that, the monk's reflection disappeared as the water's turbulence increased and the sediment which had been lying at the bottom of the pool rose to the surface. "What do you see now?" said the Buddha. "I see nothing," said the monk. "I know I'm still here. I know the water's still here, but it's too turbulent, too anxious, too violent to reflect anything at all. It is chaotic." "Good again," said the Buddha. "Now simply remove your hand and do nothing. Just wait." As time passed, the ripples on the surface of the water calmed. The turbulence began to ease. And the sediment, which had been stirred, made its way slowly down to the bottom of the pool once more. "What do you see now?" asked the Buddha. "I see myself again," said the monk, "but somehow I look different." It was as if the act of simply waiting had revealed something that was actually always there. Modern neuroscience tells us about what is called emotional regulation. When we fight against difficult emotions, our brain's alarm system becomes activated, flooding our system with stress chemicals. But when we practice mindful observation, we naturally calm the emotional storm. The mind is exactly like that pool. When it's calm and still, it reflects reality with perfect clarity. You can see yourself and your circumstances as they truly are, without distortion or confusion. As you play, what emotions are present in your awareness. Frustration, anger, pride, fear, worry, judgment about yourself, or all of the above. Imagine that you are looking into that mountain pool and ask yourself, am I stirring the water or am I allowing it to settle? Instead of fighting your emotions, watch them arise without judgment. Let them exist without resistance, and let them pass away without attachment. Like the ripples in the pool, all emotions are temporary by nature. They will settle if you simply allow them the space to do so. If you are at war with your emotions and trying to force away any emotion, it is your struggle that is the source of your suffering, not the emotions themselves. Emotions are not enemies to be defeated. They're natural phenomena to be understood and accepted. We live in a culture which often treats feelings as problems to be solved immediately. But what if the solution is not fighting our emotions, but in learning the act of patience and compassionate observation? A person who is prepared to allow the ripples on their pool to calm, they'll find that as a clarity which has always existed.